On Tuesday, March 24th, Department of Health Services Secretary-Designee Andrea Palm told the people of Wisconsin that hundreds of them would be dead by April 8th if they did not follow Governor Evers' Safer at Home order.
And if we continue on our current path without implementing Safer at Home to flatten the curve, the models show us that we would likely have 22,000 Wisconsinites who are positive for COVID-19 by April 8th and an estimated 440 to 1,500 deaths.
3 days later, Palm said it actually didn't matter how well people followed Evers' order. It was already too late to do anything about the numbers for April 8th.
Assuming that we are all implementing Safer at Home well, it will likely be several weeks before we are able to start to see the results of those efforts. And that is because of the lag time between infection to symptom onset and ultimately to a positive test result.
After people had panicked over her predictions for 9 days, and it became clear that that prediction would not come true, Palm backpedaled.
The projection was that of those estimated 22,000 infections, that 440 to 1,500 would ultimately result in a death. And so those are not, again, deaths by April 8th, but as a result of the total number of infections by that date.
But even hitting 22,000 positive cases by April 8th was a long shot. The number of positive cases would have to double every 2.5 days for that to come true. Dr. Westergaard at DHS made no secret that that assumption was driving their models.
So in those worst case scenario models, we're seeing the number of people infected double every 2 days. That was the early experience in Italy. That's unfortunately what we're starting to see in New York City, about a doubling time of 2 days.
But even as Dr. Westergaard said that on March 30th, he could see the data from March 25th that the number of cases in Wisconsin had doubled over 5 days, not 2. Going back to March 24th, when the projections were first made public, he could see it was going to take 4 days for March 21st numbers to double, not 2 days. There was a steady trend that the doubling time was getting longer. By April 6th, DHS could see that it was going to take 8 days for the numbers on March 30th to double. And yet Palm was still using the phony projections to make critical decisions and advise the governor.
Throughout this response, we have put the health and safety of Wisconsin residents first. And that is why I and the DHS public health experts advised Governor Evers to avoid the mass gatherings that would result from an in-person election on Tuesday.
And the governor apparently defers to her advice without question.
I will follow the science. I will listen to the public health experts, and every single decision I make will be guided by what's right, what the right thing is to do to protect public health and safety.
Pointing to the phony projections, Evers issued emergency orders eliminating the freedom of assembly and the free exercise of religion. He also attempted to change state law and rewrite the state constitution. And Palm, she was able to claim a job well done.
I think the thing to remember about these models is that in many ways our job is to make them not true.
Which is all but guaranteed when you plug in false data. For the McIver Institute, I'm Bill Osmolsky.